Okay, welcome. Wednesday, 28th of May 2025, the Buckra District Council's full council meeting. First of all, I'd like to table apologies from Councillor Manderson and Councillor Paniora. There's no other further apologies, so I will move that. Can I have a second, please? Councillor Naya, all those in favour, raise your hand and say aye. Aye. Against, motion carried. Okay, confirmation of the agenda. I'll move that. Second. All those in favour, raise their hand and say aye. Mm-hmm. Okay, today I just want to explain to those online and those in the meeting that the annual plan and local waters Dunwell deliberations have been included in today's main agenda to keep all related discussions together today, rather than holding separate meetings. However, before we get to those items, we'll move into public excluded session after confirming the minutes to consider the Building Consent Authority Mangawai Museum claim report. This needs to be dealt with first, as it has implications for the annual plan items. Once that's done, we'll return to the open session for the annual plan and local waters Dunwell deliberations, then continue with the rest of the agenda. Okay. So next on my agenda is conflicts of interest. Has anyone got a conflict of interest they want to declare today? No. Public forum. I'd like to welcome Moses Levit, who's come all the way from Dargaville today, I believe, to present to us. Welcome, Moses. If you'd like to take a seat up the front, you have 5 minutes to present, and then councillors have the opportunity to ask any questions of clarification.
Great, thank you. Look at the time on this one. Anyway, 1 minute before end, you tell me, so I accelerate.
We'll do that. Allow me here with your stopwatch.
We have built a factory in Dargaville for producing chemicals, medicine. My background is computer science. Why I started building a factory for producing medicine. Now I tell you why. We have built a research lab. Now for mass production, I'm going to capital raising 20 million outside to do the mass production. And why? In several medicine that we have seen and we have tested in 8 labs, one of them in our lab in Dargaville, 8 labs, I tell you. Another one, Matt Taylor, researcher in USA. Another one, Dr. Anna Mikhailka in USA, her lab. Lab number 4, University of Colorado. Lab numbers, next one, Dr. David Nixon in his own lab. And number 7, Alberton, Montana, Carcinome Spectrometry Institute. And another lab, these were in America, this one in Spain, La Quinta Columna. And in our lab, we have confirmed there are several poisons in several medicine produced by Big Pharma. And what are those poisons? You are welcome to come to Dargaville and check under our microscope and see all of those poisons. And we have so many videos, real-time videos of every one of these 8 labs that I told you in America, Spain, everywhere. They show the poisons that they have discovered. And what are them? I'm not talking about jab vaccine. I'm talking about anesthetics and injection of the diabetic people. They are adding the same poison in anesthetic and diabetic injections. Also, they are adding it in beer as well. So don't drink beer. We have tested that too. What are these poisons? Spike protein, graphene oxide, which is activated with 18 gigahertz frequency EMF from those telecom towers that I have seen quickly, 2 of them here. Hydrovulgaris is a parasite, and 2 types of nanoparticles, self-assembling nanoparticles and lipid nanoparticles dormant in them, some poison. They are poison carrier, and they will be releasing that with 18 gigahertz. About this 18 gigahertz and 26 gigahertz, I have a 45-minute scientific video. We have 5 minutes here to see how it works. Mercury and aluminum and heavy metal particles, they are all poison. And the cool one, mRNA. 1 minute, messenger RNA that will program cells to produce a spike protein. So in 1 minute, which part of this I can say? My background, I say it's computer science. These are self-assembling nanoparticles. I just brought 2 slides. And these are the spike protein that's causing blood clot. So for that, we have built a research lab with my money, 400,000, 420, I guess, so far I have spent. I would spend another 50 for research lab. But for mass production, I'm going to do capital raising outside. This will produce job in the area. This will produce business development for the area, everything.
It's time, isn't it? Thank you. Thank you, Moses. Any questions? Councillor Mayer, followed by Councillor Deputy Mayor Larson, followed by Councillor Howard.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm from Dargaville, but I knew about you before. And quite admirable that you're computer scientists and delving into medicine manufacturing. So my question is obviously related to 2 things. I'm from India, so I've seen many people setting up these businesses. What about the regulatory bodies first objecting to whatever you're doing? Because it's a very highly regulated market, you know, the
Yeah, it is. So there are some process we have to produce and sample to them. Tens of thousands of pages of forms to fill. They are part of the process of any medicine that you produce.
Have been producing something?
No, I'm not producing for public. We have done in our research lab for test, but not for sale yet. That needs.
Okay, it'll be interesting if you can just pass on your details and then maybe we can have a few questions later. Thank you.
Okay, Councillor Larson.
Thank you, Your Worship. Thanks for your presentation. Have you had any interaction with the council in terms of building or resource consents and setting up your?
No.
And do you need any assistance from council that you envisage to continue?
Definitely. A lot of the money of the investment goes for buildings.
Yes.
And then employing people, employing chemists and crew and everything. Yeah. Yeah, we will have a lot of interaction for all of those buildings.
We had help with the process. So.
Great, thank you.
Councillor Howard.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Moses, thank you for coming along and thank you for your future contribution to the economy, especially over there in Dargaville. It's great initiative to hear about. I got 1 or 2 points. That we do have a pretty active economic development hub with the council, run by 1 man, but you know it's there for potentially your support, and you could reach out to Paul. The other question I had is that you talked about the poisons that you've been finding in some. I didn't get the connection about where you were heading.
We produce the same medicine. We are not going to invent any new chemical. All of these medicine that they are using for injection of diabetic people and for anesthetic, we go to dentist, they inject you go, accident, breaking foot, everything. We produce the same process But we don't add poison to it. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
And one more, we have a certain production process that we will reveal in our marketing material later. And all of those multi-zillion, billion-dollar factories, they cannot copy it. Yes.
And last one, how many employees are you looking to have when you're fully operational?
Hundreds.
Over there in Dagmore?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Councillor Adrian Wilson-Collins.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation, Moses. I've got 3 questions. The first is, do you have any links to your research and findings that we can look into? You mentioned a 45-minute video. Is that available online?
Yes, we have I give you my card, you can go to our website and see all of those videos
Okay, great.
of different labs.
Great. I'm interested to know why Dargaville.
2 reasons. First of all, Dargaville is a blessed place by God, the creator of the universe. Reason for that, I have to make 15-minute presentation. The second one is, we have looked at all over New Zealand about those earthquake lines. Dargaville is the most secure place in these 2 islands.
Fantastic. And my third question is your purpose of your presentation today to council. How can the councillors around the table assist you?
I need $20 million.
We'll sort that out.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. If you give us your website details, I'll distribute them to my councillors so they can go and have a look online. And I watch your progress with interest and I wish you well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item, 3.1 on our agenda, confirm the previous open minutes. I will move that. Can I have a seconder? Councillor Amber, all those in favour raise their hand, say aye. Against, motion carried. Okay, I'm going to move to recommendation to move into publicly excluded. Can I have a seconder for that? Councillor Howard.
Sorry, before we move into that, so Councillor Levit couldn't actually approve a second to the last minutes because he wasn't.
He wasn't here. Okay, we'll
In one of
swap
the
them over.
there's 3 different meetings in that. Sorry, can we just go back to that?
Okay. So
So you've moved.
I've moved it and we'll have councillor Howard will second it. Is he eligible?
1 minute.
Is he old enough?
There, yeah.
I believe he is, yes.
Okay, all those in favour raise their hand, say aye. Aye. Against, motion carried. Okay, so we move into PICs. We need a bit of time to do that.
Just need to move a motion to move to PICs first, so.
On then,
Oh, you've done it? Did I miss it?
that's what we were waiting.
To Hicks was Mira and Councillor Howard.
Sorry, I
Did
missed
it?
that.
Yep, it's fine. And you're just going to put that, I think.
Sorry, just got Kelly.